Okay, so in this video, let's have a look at chords by fourths, where some of us might be familiar with chords diatonically stacked up the key of C. Chord 1, C major, chord 2, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor and B diminished. Let's stack that up in what I would call diatonic fourths. That means let's just stick with what the key of that is. So there we go, that's interesting, isn't it? So what I'm doing is keeping the same shape and moving up in what I would call diatonic fourths. Now this is quite interesting because let's say you were playing some modal jazz, maybe like So What by Miles Davis or Impressions by John Coltrane. Often, so I'm just going for a D in the bass here. You would find that these chords are really appropriate, these kind of quartal chords for accompanying that. So can you see that I've got that shape which is kind of a D minor chord, but then I move it in parallelisms, which is really interesting. What would be interesting actually if I put a chord over the top, so let's say I had a C triad here and then I move them around different directions. You get a little bit of a, well, you get a quartal sound, but on the top there you get that major third and the minor third as well, moving around and functioning differently as you go along. McCoy Tyner, I suppose, who would use these kind of quartal voicings. Daniola Perez in Wayne Shorter's group often uses these kind of sort of quartal voicings when he plays, you know, because Wayne Shorter said to Daniola he wanted the piano to sound like water, and that's how Daniola Perez come along with that sound of those fourths. So let's just so bear that in mind. So if you were playing So What, which is, in fact, look, if you look at the So What chord, you can see that the bottom part of it is quartal as well. Got these intervals of a fourth and then the third on the top. So if you were playing that and then you were accompanying somebody using a kind of D minor 9 chord with a 13 there, which is a quartal voicing, moving it around in parallelisms, is a really beautiful sound. Same for the Coltrane tune Impressions or anything of that kind of ilk, of that kind of modal sound, as we said, like some of the modern recent releases like Emanon and Without a Net by Wayne Shorter are worth investigating. Now let's go back and put pure perfect fourth intervals in the key of C, which will give us some interesting sounds. Yeah, so we went there we go, and we go there, and then the fourth there. So that's quite interesting, isn't it, if you're on a pedal? So there you go, I hope that helps. That's looking at diatonic fourths in the key of C and also perfect fourths in the key of C and exploring the possibilities of that harmonically. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more. Bye for now.